Okay, so we're going to be using our multifarious card today. This is a really good quality, it's a nice thick card. So it would take quite a lot of water, a lot of spritzing, but with it being a super smooth card, it stamps your images really, really nicely. So I'm using ivory today, but of course you can use white, it makes no difference. And we're going to be using our new Simmi stamp today. So I'm going to ink up in our Nocturne. This is our VersaFine Clair. This is our new range from VersaFine. People do ask me what the difference is between the old one and the new one. I know when I asked the company, they said there wasn't really any difference. But the packaging is great because it's a vacuum sealed lid now, so they stay much more moist. Personally, I feel they're not quite as sticky as the original one, which means I can now blend with these with a smoothie around the edge just to distress the card. So they're quite versatile, these inks. But I think they're great. And of course you've got the new fabulous colour range that we've all been waiting for. So inking up, now I'm just going to stamp this onto a plain card and then colour around it. I know you've all been posting some amazing pieces of work using this stamp, and you've all done things so differently, and they all look absolutely beautiful. But today I'm just going to go with something fairly simple. It's always a good idea to let your stamp rest on the paper a while. I'm not pressing too hard just because the stamp's quite intricate, and I don't want it to spread. Okay, so I'm just being a little bit more gentle. Okay, and you can see the detail on this now. Isn't that fabulous? And that's down to the VersaFine Clair that we're using. It's perfect for stamps like these. Okay, so I'm going to use Brushos. All I've done here is added the powder into a palette and a little bit of water, and then I'm going to simply paint with them. I always start with a lighter colour and build colour gradually. So just spritzing a bit of water. You don't need an awful lot of this because it's just so very vivid. And I'm just going to build up. I really enjoyed doing this range of stamps. I took my art pad out to India when we went out in the beginning of the year, and we went to a wedding out there with some friends, and it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever gone to. And I was inspired. I was so very inspired by everything out there. So consequently, I drew lots of things while I was out there. And this particular stamp was actually influenced by the bride, Simmi. who was just beautiful. And I think she blew everybody away. She just looks stunning. So this was all thanks to her. Okay. So I'm just going to bring in different colour now. Now the card's wet, it will blend a little bit better now. Just giving it a little bit of depth really. And what colour shall we do? We'll do a blue as well. I think that's blue, or is it green? Oh no, it's green, but that's fine. We can go with green. So I'm just picking out little areas just to colour. Don't think too much about it, just try it. You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just start again, it's fine. Enjoy it. Okay, so we need a blue now because we're going to do a bit of colour on the eye. You see how bright these colours are. Only need a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm using the white Sakura pen here just to colour the background of the eye, just to make it pop a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to use our Indian Flourish. This is another stamp I designed, which is a fabulous stamp by itself, but it makes a really nice background as well. So I'm going to move the Brusho inks before I knock them over, and then using Fantasia, our VersaFine Clair ink again, I'm going to ink up. Now we don't want to take the focus away from the eye, so we're going to stamp off first and then pop that down. But again, you can see how intricate all that detail is, and it just looks so fabulous against the eye. Stamp off, and again. Okay. So I'm going to use some acetate now. Pop that on just so I can blend the edges. So using the same colour, I'm just going to go around the edge. Actually, no, this isn't the same colour. I tell a lie. This is Monarch, which actually goes really well with it, so that's fine. You can use any colour. And it's just about, these smoothers are great, by the way. It's just about circular movements, just really gentle. And you don't have to put too much on. You can build your colour up after if you want to add a little bit more depth. Layer it. Don't be tempted to kind of just put loads on all at once. Just gradually build it. You're not in any rush. There we go. Okay, so how I would now finish that, we need a bit of bling. Most definitely. So we're going to use our liquid pearls and we're going to do some really tiny dots. Okay, so just keep the pressure on your liquid pearls and just move your hand and you'll get some fabulous tiny dots. And that's what I like about using the liquid pearls, is that it dries three-dimensionally. So when you put the glitter on, they look like tiny little jewels. Probably going a bit over the top now, but do you know what? This is what the Indian weddings are like. Just full of sparkle and jewels, and the colours, everything's so rich and so beautiful. So let's just go for it. Okay. So just squeezing that little bit of glitter out, which is nice because the puffer bottles give you a little bit more control. Tap that off. Wow, look at that. That's a bit of bling for you. That's gorgeous. It's the holographic glitter that we use. It's quite a coarse glitter, which is why you get such an amazing sparkle with it. I'm just hoping you can see that. There we go, guys.